Hello everybody, welcome back to this journey that I've been taking to follow the projects on Coding for Kids in Scratch 3. And my son has been enjoying them a lot. I think his favorites are the ones with movement, so the ones with the actual characters in them. I am looking forward to showing him this one. These ones I think he will love. He's big into the gaming, and this is a small little game. It's called Taco Whiz, and the purpose of this game is for the wizard to touch the tacos before they reach the bottom of the planet. If he doesn't touch them, then the game is over. Let me give you guys a little demo. Oh no. So there. Since I didn't get to that one, the game was over. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with the coding of this project. Hope you guys been enjoying the other ones, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. The dinosaur and this one are one of my favorite ones so far. Okay, so let's get rid of this old sprite. We could design our own background, but we're gonna get one of the template ones, and we're gonna do. I guess you could do any background you want. It's just since the wizard is magical, we're doing something magical kind of. So let's choose that one. Let's choose our sprite. So we have a wizard. And we have the taco. Let's move it a little bit so you guys can see the wizard. So let's start with programming the wizard himself. We start with the flag event. In a little tutorial, I would like to go in detail on every single block and show you guys what each different section here is for. But I'll do that. I've been working on the side. I'm doing that. So once that's done, I'll publish that. We're going to set the size of the wizard because he's a giant right now. And we're gonna switch his costume to Z. I mean C as in cat. Sorry, my Z's and my C's sound exactly the same. We're gonna use our previously used forever loop. And we're going to use an if statement inside of it. And this is the second project we built using if statements. And for those who are not familiar with if statements, they allow us to put a condition inside the if that the program checks for right here. So for example, if it's raining, then we want to bring an umbrella. Or if it's hot, and put on shorts. Something like that. In this case, we want to control our wizard with the right and left arrow. So we're gonna do if key press. So we're gonna be waiting for a key. I can't seem to find the key today. Oh, my apologies. We're looking for these sensors. I was looking in the wrong area. If right arrow click, then we want him to point in the 90-degree angle and then move 3 steps. Yeah, got him out of order. There we go. Now we're gonna do another loop. Another way of copying is to click on the loop you want and then do a duplicate. That'll make a copy of it, or you can do it with the keyboard. And then we're gonna do left, and we want him facing to the negative side, negative 90. This saves time when you can just copy and paste. I think the person who invented the copy and paste was a genius. I use it all the time. Okay, so these will allow us to move our wizard left and right. Now let's add the functionality for making the wizard look like he's moving fast. We're going to clone him. Dun, dun. Let's clone this one. We're gonna clone the wizard. That would allow for the image to repeat itself. And we're gonna add a so when the clone itself, we're gonna add functionality for the clone so that the program knows what to do with the clone. Let's use our repeating statement. Oh, well, no, we don't want to repeat until we want to repeat a certain amount of times. So again, I'm working on a tutorial to show you guys the difference, and in that tutorial, in another tutorial, I'll probably show you the difference between all these controls. That I think that would be helpful for everybody, including my 7-year-old. He understands some of the concepts. He's learning as he goes. Okay, we wanna change him to a ghost. And then the last thing we want to do is delete the clone. So let me show you guys what this does. So as the wizard moves, you can see like a little blurred thing on the back. We're gonna change it to a less here so you guys can actually see the repetition of the wizard's image. There you go. And then that'll allow the delete at the delete at the bottom allows it so it deletes off the screen, so we don't just keep it there forever. And the clone does so that we can see the little blur back here behind the wizard. Okay, now let's get started with that taco code. Ba, ba, ba. We want the taco to pay. We want the taco to pay full. You want the taco to face 180. Apparently, I can't speak today. I'm gonna set the X and Y. We want the Y to be 184, and we want the X to be random. So we're gonna pick it random between negative 180 and positive 180. Setting the size of the taco. It's a giant taco, so we don't want a giant taco. Or maybe if you like tacos, we do want a giant taco, but not for the game. And we want the taco to move 4 steps. So right here what I'm doing is initializing the taco and then giving it some functionality. Now we're gonna get 2 if statements. 1, 2. So we're gonna program what happens if the taco touches the wizard. What if the taco touches the wizard? I know this one doesn't say taco anywhere, but we are under the programming of the taco sprite, so you can see up here. So this is what the taco would do if it's touching the wizard. I'm gonna set a random for the X again to negative 180 to 180. And then so this loop is to if the taco touches the wizard, then it moves to a random position for X and at this position for Y. Should be positive 184. Now the next part is if the taco touches the floor, then the game is over. So we're gonna check for the Y position. If y position is less than the negative 180, then our game is over. So we're gonna stop everything. But we also want to add the similar idea of the clone for the taco. So as you saw in the demo, let's add that. And our taco is going to have a rainbow effect at the tail. So we'll add that, and we'll add the clone, and we'll add the rainbow effect. Create a clone of myself. So we're gonna add, when it's a clone, we're going to repeat our taco clone 20 times. We're going to change, lost my mouse, change the color effect 25, and we're changing how it looks. I'm gonna make him ghosty, like kind of like the wizard. Looks like it's dragging. All right, so let's give it a try. Tacos. The wizard's too slow. We can make him faster, but he's kind of slow. So that's what this program does. Let me explain to you guys in a little more detail. So okay, let's look at the wizard's code. So the wizard, when initialized, starts at 0, -23. So this is 0, -23. And then the size is 40%. As you guys saw earlier, he was a giant. We want him to be smaller. And here's the costumes we're choosing for him. We want him to be pointing because he's touching the tacos. But these are the different things you can choose. And how do you know which one's which? In costumes, you can check the different pictures. And this is A, B, C. Then we added a forever loop where inside of it we check for the left and right mouse, which allow for the movement of the wizard to move left and right. For this one is if the right arrow is click, then move the wizard to the right, and he's pointing a different direction. For example, he goes this way or he goes this way, and then he moves 3 times, and the clone itself creates that blur effect at the end that looks like he's dragging. And this one's similar, but for the left arrow. And then this piece of code here is to do what you do when it's cloned, when the image itself is cloned. So when the wizard is cloned, we want that clone to be repeated 20 times and look like a ghost kind of effect, and it look like a ghost effect for 10 repetitions into this, but we repeat it 20 times. Now let's look at the taco code. For the taco code, it's similar initialization, but in this case we're checking to see if the taco touches the wizard, then the taco disappears and it reappears in a random location. But if the taco touches the floor, then the game is over. And we also add the cloning functionality for the taco. And for that, we change the color of the taco, and we make it look like a ghost too, kind of like it did with the wizard. So I hope you guys liked this tutorial.